In the year 2026, I think it's finally fair to say that the dating scene is absolutely fucking cooked. How cooked, you may ask? Well, if you were to slap barbecue sauce on it, there's a high possibility you could use it to feed a small string of villages in Ethiopia. You could say a majority of my relationship problems stem from the fact that I'm selfish with my time, I'm emotionally unavailable in the worst of times, and I have severe commitment issues. However, in an effort to keep my mental morale in high standings, I'm just going to blame them. Now, has that mindset gotten me anywhere in life? Nope. But that's besides the point. The point is that even with all my existing red flags, it is still ever so difficult to find just one person to spend my days with. One of the main problems I seem to run into is a lot of the girls I talk to think that just because I have a sliver of success on social media, that I have money just shitting out of my ass like liquid diarrhea. Well, let me be the first to tell you, I'm constipated. My baby mama once considered putting me on child support till she seen how much money I made, and she said, well, not yet. Another issue I seem to have, at least by my brother's perspective, is that I invite girls over to my house too soon. Now, to clarify, my house is not trashy or filthy by any means. However, there is a big difference between a man's idea of clean and a woman's. For instance, a couple of weeks ago, I invited a girl over to my house, and it went well. I could tell it went really well. However, the entire time, I could not help but to feel like this lady was judging my entire house. She didn't say anything in the moment, but as soon as she left, she texted me to inform me that my house needed a woman's touch. To which I replied, well, bitch, you was just here, why didn't you get on it? And see, there's my third issue, is I'm a fucking asshole. It's not even that I try to be, it's just throughout my entire life, I found it rather difficult not to hide my emotions on my face. They say the eyes never lie, and in my case, that could never be more true. Perhaps if I was blind, I would have better success. However, I've been cursed with the ability to not only hear people's bullshit, but to visually see it as well. I personally believe every person in life has a breaking point, and boy, let me tell you, my shit's been point shaving since 1997. I'm not saying that the perfect woman doesn't exist, but finding one of those in this day and age is like looking for a needle in a haystack while the haystack is engulfed by a fucking flamethrower. Every woman my age has already done one of two things: had kids or had an abortion. That's right, folks. Either the house is full of kids or it's haunted, and I prefer neither. It's not that I hate kids, it's just I already have one myself, and he ain't worth a shit. I don't need more of that in my life, okay? I get overstimulated very easily, and that's how I usually end up in jail. No bueno. At least I can confidently say that I'm not as bad off as my buddy Steve. My buddy Steve goes both ways, and he still can't get any hoes. Yeah, he's bi, alright? By his fucking self. Steve goes to the bar and roofies himself, and I gotta be honest, that's a tactic I'm just not desperate enough to partake in yet, and as long as I feel that way, I think I'll be okay. Will I ever find true love? Perhaps not, but against my better judgment, I will continue to fight for love even when it all feels hopeless. Until next time, this is your friendly neighborhood asshole signing off. Bye, motherfuckers.